We're live.
Okay, well, call the meeting to order. Secretary, call the roll, please.
Jim Steele Smith,
Yeah.
Steve Eisenbrown,
Here.
Bill Gallagher,
Here.
Kyle Ferris.
He may be here, usually. Depending on the traffic, how getting from work to here sometimes it's a problem, so. We need to approve the agenda with flexibility. Have a motion.
I move we approve the agenda with flexibility.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay. Being as we have flexibility, we'll jump to our person here. You have an application for us to bring up or something? You put me in so I can see what's on here. Comes up.
So we're not done organization.
You have to do it, you have to do it, Valerie,
have to
over
go
on
there.
the computer.
Yeah.
See the box at the top of the screen? Just click on admit on the computer.
On that, over there. Hey. Robert. Good.
I heard that one.
What does it have here? Got the 9 packets, the 9. Okay, we'll check all that ones. Our attorney. Okay. Put this together, so the original. You want the whole thing? Yeah, it's got passes in it. Two. Hang on to that for now. If you need anything else, we'll get back with you. Guidelines here. So we have an application that's in printed in black ink or typewritten. We got that. One request per application. Occupation, we need an occupation form completed, which I think that may be an issue, but I don't know.
The mic's supposed to be in or out.
Out.
Okay. That always fools me.
Back next. Check. There's a no advice power of attorney, so that's checked. We got the number of copies checked. The deed, I see. Deed and written description somewhere.
Do you have your lawyer friend help you with this?
No, you have to tell me, take what you did and put it out together, but just read it out.
Oh, okay, okay.
Deed.
You guys like it.
Yeah, we do. The shame she doesn't live in Harlem Township. We put her to work.
Got that.
Line of the property. Doesn't apply. Can't just copy on this. Yeah, we have that. Might as well come up here.
Separate these people. Each one has to have their own line, and each have this on the notification. So Matthew J. And
So you just separate the names.
then just down here, right? Nicole R, whatever, and same address and all the other stuff. You just print it out on one of these, we can make a copy of it, and put it with the original.
Okay.
So we're gonna sit here and do that. And then
Yeah, we got.
get an extra pen. You just separate all those together. This one hand that you're. This one I brought back to custom, you can.
You want a brand new one?
Yeah, just get it, keep on ones you extra you got in your packet there.
They're all just printed.
Huh?
These are all printed.
Yeah, I'd say just pick one of these sheets out of it
Oh,
and just separate out, you know, I gotta use this for. There's some other stuff here yet. All right.
So there's. Is that piece? No, it butts up against this here. So it doesn't, it's not directly contiguous, but is it also a distance thing?
200 feet.
Mm,
So what we can do is. On the auditor's website. And put their property in. Hit the thing up, those 200 feet for you and bring up all the names. So it should be able to,
No,
we actually could find. Mike. Did you pull his file out from this previous application? Yeah. Bring it in your system. I compare stuff.
What's the address?
6262 State House.
because we did this back in July.
And you said 6262.
It's named about 605.
Yeah,
He put his dog training business as an in-home occupation. Now he wants to add an extra building,
right, okay.
so his original application should have all the
Should have the right stuff.
stuff right on it anyway, so we
Good.
just, you know. So, we'll wait on this one here. Map and map room, which we don't. see on the one, just use EIS. There's no subdivisions on it. So, I mean. the subdivision map. Okay. So the only issues we have is that what I can see is that the names on here,
Right.
the husband and wife have
Broken.
to be separated. He's working on that right now.
Right.
And a scale drawing, which I don't see.
When I actually had to go an email if you want.
Yeah,
Well, we should have one from your previous application.
well, no, this is for the new barn.
No, the scale drawing. Survey was here. We got that.
You're requesting a new barn, right?
Yeah, so actually, we were thinking. Lot with electric. Things are already there.
Well, that's an idea.
Yeah. And since Delaware requires us to have. Go to commercials. I already have like a pad there that.
Mhm.
I think,
They're gonna be the same
I think
dimension.
Delaware give you a lot of wrong information, but that's okay.
Is the new building gonna be basically the same dimension as the old building?
It's gonna be 40 longer.
40 long.
I'm just gonna have a 60 foot.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Map. When we did that. 1-0. So. And this. Make it hand in hand. Oops, there we go.
Yeah, is there, can we see the drawing, the original drawing?
I'm trying to find it here. Look at the original. I'm sure we had one before.
Yeah. I thought really like this drawing of a lot.
We just wanted to confirm which one of these buildings, because it's so, small. And we're old, and we can't read.
Oh, it's not the big one. Next door, Wish.
No, it's, the way it's labeled, I had to use my phone to enlarge it. You have an exterior one-story block building, is that it? Okay. That's the one that's 15 foot from the property line? Okay. So it'll be that one.
So you're gonna expand that?
We were thinking of knocking it out and building a new one.
Okay, all right, I got you.
And
And then,
so you're gonna keep it the same width and just longer,
It would be 40 by 80. So
40.
40 by
80 long?
80.
And the 40, you're gonna take 10 more feet going the other way. You're not going closer to the property line. Here's my phone. I take a picture and then I,
then open it. Yeah.
that's when you don't have your magnifying glass.
Yeah. I'm actually training the neighbors' dogs right now.
You training the neighbor's dog?
The neighbors' dogs.
I have some that probably need trained.
Is this the one you want this in here?
No, this is another one that they were bitching about, so I took a picture of it. No permit on that one. This one's over in Harlem, a little bit. Jug Heap,
Right in Harlem?
just north of it,
One.
on Harlem Road,
Uh-huh.
run the business back in there, junk cars, everything.
There's no skill.
Now that we know where the location is, I don't have a problem with that at all.
Mm-hmm. Just because. You don't even know. existed.
We are getting ready to put in. It's higher acre,
Cool.
about 2. So I know that's required.
Well, we can find nothing in here. Looking for either. You'll need these. For the original. And you have to mail notifications. All right. Well, we're missing a couple of things. And can you run me a copy of this? Real quick, so I can hand it to him.
How many?
One, let me do. We're missing a scale drawing. For the proper, of where the location of the building is gonna be.
Got one on the phone. All right.
I need it on. Paper. Maybe we should bring.
It's outline, not the building outline.
Also, I don't remember, did you fill one of these out? In-home application, in-home occupation application for the other, I don't remember.
I assuming, well, no, so I did the conditional use permit first, and then when
Yeah.
I was here last time, you told me just to take that, and then
Right.
under the thing, put, I want to build a pole barn,
Right.
so I did that.
But,
But I had like your letter stating I'm approved to train dogs on my property.
right. I don't know why this wasn't in the first one. Had a senior moment that day.
Yeah.
Well, Stacy didn't have a regular app in there?
Well, your app, I would say,
Yeah.
that app,
An application like this. But there's no,
No explanation.
so I don't know why it's an in there. It's, don't remember what we did. Anyways, on here, on number 7. On that paper she just handed you.
Yeah.
We need a scaled drawing of the property, of the whole property. And all the setbacks of all existing and new built and a new proposed building located on there. So in other words, if you would take a.
setback would be like the property line.
From each property line from the front to front of each building, from each side to the side of each building, from the rear to the rear of each building. How many feet it is from the property line.
Okay,
Now you can. It's hard to measure right now because. But you could probably with the. Computer stuff, you could probably figure out what the dimensions are.
Yeah.
Except for the new building, you don't know what that's gonna be yet. We can't approve until we know where that building's gonna be.
so I know where it's gonna be.
So, but I need exactly the dimensions, exactly the location's gonna be
Okay.
on that scale drawing. I need to know all the existing buildings. And then if you turn that one down, then that won't exist anymore. But if the new one's going to the top of that footprint, then you need to put the new one there shown as the new building and what the dimensions are. Front, side and rear setbacks on it. What else we have on here? The adjoining property owner within 200 feet. I didn't check that to see. I could have to go here.
I went to the left, I went to the right, it's good with me. I talked to them.
Not talking to me. I gotta have their names and addresses on here so we can notify them. And
That should be all in
I don't know if they're 200 feet or not.
there. No, none of them are.
I mean, but
The
then,
closest one would be the commercial lot.
well, I mean, 200 feet from your lot line, they all have,
Oh, my, yes.
so they all join your lot line somewhere. But there should be at least three sides at least be within 200 feet, so.
I'm pretty sure.
That's what these addresses here are for, so that's why I say.
Yeah, I put those. They're just surrounded. So technically I just need 9 then, right? I can mail that.
Pardon?
I can mail that or else come to the next meeting.
Oh, yeah, we have to come back to the next meeting, it looks like, because the application is not complete, so I can't set a hearing date till I have a complete application, so.
Oh.
I was gonna try to check here where all the adjoining property owners are.
I have some questions. Keith, If he's already has a conditional use for his dog training, which falls under agriculture,
Right.
all right,
Probably why we didn't have the in-home occupation.
right, so.
So what we're really doing is,
So what I'm going with is his new building. It's under agricultural,
yeah, still.
all right. I don't see the necessary reason to go through this exercise.
Make my day.
Mr.
I wonder.
Zoning Director, what's your opinion?
You know, we already know he's training dogs.
You told me to come here.
Yeah, I thought that's what the prosecutor said. Isn't that the whole reason we went through this exercise the first time? Was he said you probably ought to do that?
But once he's already, I'm just throwing this out there. I'm not saying yay or no or whatever. But I'm just thinking that based on the prosecutor's office saying that it's an agricultural business. We gave him conditional use, he's complying with the fences, he's complying with the setbacks. Do we really have to go through this exercise if he's going to put up an agricultural building? I know two of us here have agricultural buildings, and there's not a lot of regulation on them. I mean, I'm trying to help him here because
Yeah.
No, I'm probably, aligned with you. I am aligned with you.
That was my whole concern.
Well,
I was essentially just.
his first problem is he went to Delaware County first.
Yeah.
And they told him it had to be a commercial building, it had to have a septic system, it had to have this, it had to have this.
well, he doesn't.
I know, he doesn't, but that's what they told him.
Yeah, but he doesn't. So if
I mean, either or, I can still go with the specs, correct?
I'm not a lawyer, so I can't tell you the law. I go by experience. Didn't we have, Mike, a gentleman who Delaware County said he needed a zoning certificate? And we looked at it and it had already been permitted before, so we said no zoning certificate was needed. Wasn't that on that porch or something we did? Remember that? What I'm getting at is, do we have where we could give him a letter that he meets our zoning requirement and it's agricultural? So
Yeah,
that,
I do. I have a letter that states, well, what he's gonna come in and do is he'll sign an affidavit that says, yes, this is used for agricultural purposes, not gonna be used for anything else. And then he can get that. Usually Delaware County, if when they're talking to him up there, if they decide it's agricultural, they'll send them back to me to get that. I've sent 2 or 3 of those
no,
with residents earlier this year, so it doesn't sound like Delaware County's doing that.
that's up to him to fight Delaware County. What we're trying to do is give him,
I mean, we've already approved the operation before, so it's not like it's changing anything, just.
yeah, we're not changing anything. I just,
Besides, the building's getting 10 feet bigger.
yeah, and that would be basically building a barn, which is agriculture. And he doesn't need a commercial permit.
Come up here a second.
It's simple because he's putting it on in the same position, so.
Well, even so.
This, the building you talk.
As long as he's not selling merchandise and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's right next to the commercial lot. I was just over at the lady's house yesterday.
So you guys can see that, but we're talking about this building.
Yeah, it on
here,
sign.
This house, this building over here. See that?
That would be demolished, then the barn would be right there.
I think I can say is make sure you're keeping it off the property line 15
Yes.
feet.
Yes,
I mean, that's other than
it's
that,
already more than that.
other than that, I have no concern. So. Gather up all this stuff we have here.
Yeah, if he would have been sent to me or he came to me and was asking to put that barn up and it'd be in agriculture, all I'd have him do is fill out an affidavit, say,
Yeah.
and I'd have a copy and I'd send that copy with him.
So as long as he's complying with the original conditional use, and that was basically for safety measures, fencing, neighbors, that type of thing, I don't think we need to go through this exercise.
You want to make a motion as such?
I hereby move that, based on, his previous conditional use, certificate, that, this application not be necessary.
You have a second?
I'll second that, yeah.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion on the motion? Have a roll call vote on that, please.
Jim Steele Smith,
Yes.
Steve Eisenbrow,
Yes.
Joe Gallagher,
Yes.
I said yes.
Keith Campbell, please.
We got you.
You can take all your paperwork back with you and,
You don't know that thing?
Mr. Shannon, if you want to issue him one of them pieces of paper, take to Delaware County, we would appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah, work with the zoning inspector and get whatever information they need from him for your agricultural building. And hopefully, they see it that way. There's two more of these.
Appreciate it, guys.
Mhm.
Okay,
And my recommendation would also be the person that you represent, that represented you the first time. If they give you any trouble, that you talk to her,
Right.
being that she's legal counsel.
that was hers, I believe.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. I appreciate you coming in.
Yeah.
Okay, where are we, agenda? I think, take a motion to, recess this meeting to do our organizational meeting. Anyone make a motion for that?
Oh, okay.
I make a motion, we recess
Do
meeting so we can
do our,
go to the organizational meeting.
have a second?
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. We will be recessed for that and find the agenda for the other. So at 8:03, we'll call the organizational meeting to order. And the secretary call the roll, please.
May I ask, should we keep on Zoom, please, or keep it on Zoom?
Yeah, it's fine. They can run together. I did.
Didn't know, thank
Yeah.
you. Jim Steele Smith,
Here.
Steve Eisenbrow,
Here.
Bill Gallagher,
Here.
Kyle Ferris,
Absent.
and Mr. Campbell.
Here. Okay, at this time, I'll relinquish the chair to the secretary. And we'll take nominations for the chair for year 2004.
If I could ask for nominations for chair, effective for the year 2024.
I nominate Keith Campbell for chair.
I second the motion.
I move that we close nominations.
Oh,
Is there any other nominations? We're good. Any discussion? No, none. Hey, roll call vote. Jim Steele Smith,
Aye.
Steve Eisenbrow, Bill Gallagher,
Aye.
Kyle Ferris, not absent, not absent. The ayes have it.
yeah, ask for me again.
Motion carries. Should I ask you again?
I get to vote.
Well, you do get to for your own, Mr. Campbell. Yes,
Aye.
okay.
If I said nay, would make a difference to that vote. At this point, too late.
You can pen, but you can't have it.
Okay, I'll take over again now.
Every language.
We done that? No, any other nominations? We roll call vote, just link to chair. Okay, at this time, I'll ask for nominations for vice chair.
I nominate Jim Steele.
I'll second that nomination.
We have Jim. Okay, any other nominations? If there's no other nominations, I'll ask that the nominations be closed. Make that motion. Make a nomination. Then we're gonna make a nomination, to close the nomination.
I move that we close the nominations.
Okay.
Second.
Favor say aye.
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 Pose same sign. Okay. So the nomination of Jim. And that's the only nominations. We'll have a roll call vote on the nomination of Jim for vice chair.
Keith Campbell,
Aye.
That's him.
Jim Steele Smith. Abstain,
Aye.
Abstained.
Steve
Aye.
Gallagher.
Aye.
Gibson.
Motion carried. Majority rules it passed.
I didn't want to vote for myself.
You can.
He did.
I did.
Well, we know he would.
I don't know about that. That was a fine mistake. Like I said, it couldn't make a difference.
I'll get even with Gallagher later.
That's all right. Okay. Need someone to read this next line to make motion to move that the, I'll read that there. Steve. move.
Steve moved that the Harlem Township Zoning Commission meet on the third Thursday of each month. at
Whoops.
7.
It says, should say appeals. so it
Yeah, I
moves on.
know, it's BZA, that's what I thought. So move that the Harlem Board of Zoning Appeals meet on the third Thursday of each month at 7:30 unless a holiday falls on that day.
Yes.
In which case the meeting will be held on Friday at 7:30 at the Harlem Township Firehouse, 3883 South State Route 605, Galena, Ohio, 43021. Would like to second the motion.
I don't know why it says
Yeah, why are we
Friday.
changing?
Huh?
Why are we changing?
We're not, unless it's a holiday, like we did.
Okay.
Okay, why it's Friday? Well, the problem is like on Tuesday, this room's taken, on Wednesday, this room's taken, on Thursday, this room's sometimes taken, so I don't know.
That's not what this says, is it? Doesn't it say we're changing our meeting to the
We're
third
changing it to
Thursday?
Thursday is what this
From
is saying,
Monday.
from Monday.
Oh, no, I don't have it. That got in there.
Okay, so
The third-
redirect
The third
meeting on the third Monday
Monday.
of each month at 7:30.
Thursdays, this is special.
This is a special meeting
Yeah,
because Monday was MLK Day.
The third Monday came, my bad. Sorry about that.
that's all right. We
Then it'll
don't,
be held on Tuesday.
well, we can't do Tuesdays
do
because this
Tuesdays.
room's already
So
taken.
it does have to stay as a Friday.
It could be Thursday or Friday.
Thursday would be
Thursday,
better
okay.
than Friday.
Yeah,
right?
let's change that to Thursday.
You want to keep it Thursday?
Yeah,
Yes.
The
All right,
third
I'm
Monday.
marking. Everybody's
That's
busy
all.
on Friday,
because the
scratching this up.
the steering committee meets on Tuesdays and
Mhm.
and the trustees meet on Wednesdays. So, you know, those days are taken, so. Sometimes when the garden club and the Girl Scouts all them meet, I don't know, whatever that is, but
So we're back to our Mondays, third Monday for the
I
BZA.
think let's change that wording and just say if it falls on a holiday, we'll reschedule it with a public announcement, you know. With a public notice, because we don't know what day the room's gonna be open, and how many holidays falls on the third Monday. it's usually President's Day and Martin Luther King Day.
Mhm.
So usually we get hit. Uh. Twice, so,
But to be determined at a later date.
yeah, just but to be determined at a later date, and if it's the holiday, because it depends, because not. You know,
With notification to the
I
public.
I think Juneteenth is gonna be a holiday too, on Monday. So,
Most likely.
yeah, I'm saying, so we hit all the Monday holidays. With our meetings, it seems like, so. Maybe we should go to the fourth Monday.
We should make the mud running up at Croton a holiday also.
Yeah. So let's make that read that Harlem Township BZA will meet on the third Monday of each month at 7:30 unless the holiday falls on that day, in which case the meeting will be determined at a later date, or it'll be determined by, and public notice will be,
Notification to the public.
that way we can,
Got it. Has some flexibility on it.
because
Okay.
like I say, I think we're gonna hit 3 a year regardless what happens. It's just our luck. Can we have a motion, we need a second?
I'll second
Jim seconded. Need a roll call, vote on
Keith
that,
Campbell,
aye.
Jim Steele Smith,
it. Aye.
Steve Eisenbrand,
Aye.
Bill Gallagher,
Aye.
Carol Ferris.
Motion's carried. The chair, me, Keith, will ask you. Secretary notify the township paper record regarding the meeting dates and to fulfill the sunshine law. I don't- It seems to me like we should have more things than that to do.
I have the original and. You want this one? Okay, I'm looking for this.
All right. We'll meet the third Monday, we got that. We need a motion to make the Delaware Gazette the primary paper of choice for advertising.
I so move that we make Delaware Gazette our primary form of advertising.
Second motion.
Got a second? Any discussion? If not, have a roll call vote on that, please. No, we didn't voice vote on that. All ayes, I guess.
Aye.
Aye. We did a voice vote last year, so. And Mike announced you, I think, Delaware Gazette paper, whatever. Just want to make a motion to,
I move to adjourn the Harlem Township BZA organization.
need to jump,
To what?
adopt Robert's Rules of Order for our procedures,
For what?
for our meetings.
I thought we voted on that.
No, we haven't.
Go ahead, fire away.
So Steve made a motion to have the Harlem Township Board of Zoning Appeals adopt Robert's Rules of Order as an authority on procedures.
Now I understand.
Okay. That's second.
I second the motion.
Any discussion? If not, all in favor, say aye. We make, I'll just make the motion, what the heck, don't matter. We make a motion that the HTBZA form guide 0115 APPLPG 1-5 01/15 application form and the IHOA which is for in-home occupation currently being used to determine in-home occupation, continue to be used. You got a second?
I second the motion.
Any discussion? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oh, same sign, we got that. Motion to use the procedure of guidelines for hearings, which is what I just used here tonight. Paper right here, it has no number. So,
It's got a form number on the top,
does it?
yeah, on the left hand, do you have
I
it?
see it there now.
See it?
Okay, HTBZA Form 12/PGL 2-06.
Yeah.
For our procedures for guidelines. So I make the motion, I got a second.
I second the motion.
Second, any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign. Mr. Campbell made a motion that the audio recordings made and audio and video. Made during the Board of Zoning Appeals meeting used solely by the secretary for purpose of preparing the BZA minutes, and that the recordings may be erased after 20 days after the minutes of the corresponding meeting have been approved. Got a second on that?
I second the motion.
Got a motion and a second. Any discussion? If not, all in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Motion carried. We're gonna have to adjust this for next year because they say we have video now, we didn't have that before.
Yeah, and you have
And-
long-term storage too.
You know, and record retention is,
That's a big deal.
yeah, because the recordings before that she used to use was just a cassette tape, but then she
Yeah,
made minutes off of it and then it was erased after the minutes were approved. So I will have to work on this thing for next year
Okay. We probably should.
because it's like,
And it's not a burden to
No.
do it.
no,
It's
it's
simpler than it was.
it's like, yeah. I don't know retention on those Zoom recordings, what the length of time is on this anymore. I don't know.
How long does the zoning board keep their recording?
I don't know.
Any idea, Mike?
That's indefinitely, I mean, she keeps
We-
all,
the new record retention policy was made a year ago or so that tells us how long we keep the record, so we need to follow that.
Just keep them forever?
Depends on what the record is.
well, if
It's-
Kendra follows those guidelines and she goes and purges everything that needs to be done and she's the one that controls it, so she would be the one purging them after they're.
Yeah, well, if there's a legal statute, which I don't know what that would be, but there probably is.
There is.
Then I'm sure the recommendation is to delete those after that year, because the worst thing is maintaining records beyond what the legal statute is.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that's good management of records.
They made a record retention policy here a year ago or so, and I don't have a copy of it.
So we want to follow that.
Yeah,
And-
We just want to follow whatever it is.
yeah, and Kendra follows it. She's the one that
But
controls.
let's just change that whole, let's just delete that whole paragraph. Not do that. And it just, I'll change it to according to the record retention policy.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, we'll delete that. Oh, we all in favor of deleting, not doing this and starting over again?
Uh,
Okay, so I'll make a motion that the audio and video recordings be retained as per the legal retention policy
Of Harlem Township.
of Harlem Township, yeah. And there's a policy that's stated, and there's a state law that says a lot of that too. So I just say that per Harlem Township's record retention policy, and that's good enough. So we don't worry about erasing not after not 20 days or after minutes, whatever, because they don't do that anymore. Okay, you got that motion? We'll read that back, make sure we got it right.
Probably need to second that, Bill.
That the audio recordings is this for meeting minutes are to be retained per legal retention policy.
Of Harlem Township.
Harlem Township.
I second the motion.
You got a motion in a second? Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, opposed, same sign. Got that. There's a piece of paper here somewhere. I think this one here is not it. This one it is. This piece of paper here has your term, when your terms expire. And I believe Mr. Eisenbrown was appointed and now has a five-year term.
No shit. And I'm happy to do that.
We're happy to have you. So, if you look at this sheet here, it has your term, when your term expires, so if you want to update yourself on that, just.
So we need to update it then to.
No, this is pretty much correct because
Okay.
Dave Jackson called me and before their organizational meeting and we went through this whole list thing and trying to find out whose term was when and what was right. So I'm assuming since they did that at the organizational meeting that this is right now. Anyways,
So am I up at the beginning of 24 or the end?
and
And
Boy, that was quick.
time flies when you're having fun.
so,
You think twice about it.
so next year, if you're still interested in being on this board, you'll need to notify the trustees either by email or state it in person or go to their meeting or whatever before January and tell them that you're interested in continuing
Okay.
in that way. But yeah. Damn, I gotta go 26 before I can resign.
No.
Yeah, we'll have Steve pretty well, worked in by then.
Yeah.
Okay,
Somewhere.
we need a motion to adjourn the organizational meeting.
I hereby move we adjourn the organizational meeting.
Second on that,
I second.
in favor say aye.
Aye.
Same sign, we are down adjourned. Okay. Back to where I was. Original agenda.
I have those.
You got that?
Yeah.
We're not done with our meeting. We still got meeting to do, so. We just done the
Now we gotta go
organization.
back the other.
Yes. So, at this time. I'll make a motion to call the original meeting back to order. Need you to call the roll again.
Get on my notes. There's so many names to remember. Keith Campbell.
Here.
Steve Smith.
Here.
Steve Eisenbrown.
Here.
Bill Gallagher.
Here.
Kyle Ferris.
Okay. So we did. Did the new application. We need to do that. Did you have minutes printed out from last meeting?
Just. I don't even know where the minutes from the last meeting are.
We'll table those till next month and we'll figure, I have to get together and figure that out.
There's a stack of things on my desk.
That's fine. I don't, it's not your fault.
There were a lot of things that. Yes.
Well, that meeting was zoomed, so.
So that's our plan of attack is to go back onto the Zoom
Yep.
meetings and then take it from there because.
That'll work. That's fine. Yeah. So we'll have no minutes to do. So on the next thing, we have no new applications. We took care of that. And next is the zoning director's report.
Well, not a lot to report right now. I've got, actually, it was one, now I have 3 permits so far for the month.
Whoa.
But you guys might get a little more business. I'm gonna go out and revisit a lot of the issues we had last year in the township that did not get cleaned up. And there are a couple more that have come about, so you might get some more home occupation business. Other than that, right now, it's fine.
Well, I'm thinking of it. also the hearing we have for the photo people. Did she mail the adjoining property owners, or is she gonna do that this week?
That's something we need to follow up on. I would think.
We got time because it's not till next.
No, and I would think, well, it doesn't matter what I would think.
Yeah.
Just, we need to follow up and make sure that.
You make a
on
note,
the-
a
on the-
note to yourself or
On
note to
the
whatever.
Annis hearing,
Annis?
that those property owners got notified.
And I think it was advertised in the Delaware Gazette. Make sure it was advertised in the paper. It's on the website. So it's on there, but I don't know if it got advertised in the paper. You might have to double check that. Okay. So anything else, Mike? That's it?
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Last time I mentioned it, and I have no animus against, this person, but at the dead end of Harlem Road, you drive basically at Fancher right down into this guy's driveway where he's built that nice barn for his business. You're with me so far?
Dead end of Harlem down.
At Fancher.
Oh, okay.
Harlem, right, and then to continue, you make a right and then a left, and on you go to see Jim. So you said that he had applied to build that building, the barn. And I don't know if he has a home occupation
That's one of the,
permit.
that is one of the things we're following up on.
And the other thing is you guys were chuckling about, different properties turning into junkyards. He's gathering vehicles down the hill and, off on the grass in front of that barn. And I assume the rules on vehicles are, they have to be plated and running and whatever,
They don't
right?
have to be plated. They have to be. They have to have all four tires on them. They have to be. And you can't force them to prove that there's a motor in them, but they gotta have a motor, they gotta be able to run. That's what it is. Apparently, if you're gonna try to say they're junk vehicle, it's gotta be apparently disabled, meaning they've got a tire off it or something else that is apparent.
Well, some of those cars are a chop shop
Mhm.
car.
Some of them are
Yeah.
taken apart.
Yeah.
Right.
There's no problem with, what you're observing.
Yeah,
We're,
Absolutely not.
yeah,
We're
he's
not
on.
trying to propagate that look and feel. I guess is
We're not.
my point, yeah. And I
Let's
know,
just say that is on the radar.
okay, cool. Oh, that's fine.
And he does say that, he does not have a business going there. Just for information, since you brought it up.
That's bullshit. That's not true.
He does say that he does not have a business there. Actually, all that stuff was supposed to go in that barn.
And you may after it gets done.
I seen that they,
He did move his lift.
They moved the lift in there,
Right.
but those other cars that are sitting out there, the one truck that's sitting out there, and we talked about it, but maybe I need to reiterate to him, he wanted to turn that into a planter.
Yeah, I viewed that as decoration because he had it was pretty, actually, that was pretty cool. He had the Christmas tree in the bed. But again, that's a slippery slope. Huh?
Tori says no.
Yeah, right. No, I'm with you. Well,
there's one up on
once you do that.
there's one up on 605 up there, got a race car in his front yard as a planter.
Does he?
Or
It's
just,
not in our township, it's in the.
Oh, I was gonna say, where's that?
It's our next township up, I mean,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
their rules are, whatever.
Some of them, they do that.
I've seen it
Some
before.
of the airplanes and everything else in their front.
Enough said. Okay.
We don't have that here.
Whatever,
It's not.
but you're aware of it, so that's what matters. Okay. Anything else for the zoning director? Next thing would be the planning committee. Jim, you got any?
planning committee had their first yearly meeting. And, everything went well, went over what we did last year, what we're working on this year. Besides an overlay that we're working on, the big, problem right now is utilities. Water, electric, Electric keeps coming up too, more and more as we talk. So committees are on that, working with that. People feel that, you know, they can go out and buy a huge piece of property and go to build on it. They may get their zoning permit, they may get their building permit, but they may not have any utilities. So anyway, that's the big thing right now. So that's where we're at.
Yeah, I think we'd be okay with, you know, a person here and there coming in trying to build in the township, they would be all right.
Yes.
But I think the big developers are gonna run into some issues before.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say anybody that's split 10 acres into 4 lots and build 4 houses, that's not an issue, utility wise. But as they start getting, depending on how far away they are from Center Village, because of the water pressure and that type of stuff, there's some problems.
I don't have a water pressure problem.
I know you have a well.
Can I generate my own electricity?
Well, if you generate, well, no, but I don't think there's anything that says you have to be on the grid. Except in California. They want you to be solar and then they charge you if you're not on the grid, so. But anyway, but yeah, that's a problem.
I got my electric bill for last month. I think I look at somebody getting an electric.
Well, yeah, wait till you get your electric bills for this and heating bills for this month.
No, I've been burning the wood stove.
Yeah.
It was 71 degrees in their family when I left.
Well, that's fine.
I'm getting the hang of it.
There you go.
I can just keep it between 68 and 70.
Yeah, how many years has this been? It's nice that you're finally getting.
It's got the stove. I thought it was
Okay.
very nice. Put the stove in this summer, the past summer.
Okay,
Still sniffing at me after that.
anyway, that's the end of my report on that.
Mike and I did go to the Delaware County training thing. I think I talked about that last month, though. We talked about the solar eclipse coming and all that, so yeah. We did the what was that? What's that called? Forget.
What are you talking about? The
Oh, it was, it doesn't matter. I don't remember. It was similar to what we was talking about earlier with record retentions and all the other stuff.
Oh, the sunshine law?
Yeah, sunshine law, yeah. We went through that again. That's about my 3rd time. So.
You put that on your resume, sunshine law expert.
yeah,
I'm not an expert. I don't. Anyways. Any other issues or questions from anybody? Yep. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I so move that we adjourn this meeting.
A second?
Second the motion.
I think he kept the record going.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think.
All said aye, okay.
Aye,
Aye.
yes,
8:34. That's some kind of record.
well done, Mr. Chairman.
You can now turn.
shut her down.
Two meetings.
down the Zoom.
We just caught up with it. Doesn't have no.
Huh?
2 meetings in 1 hour.
Yeah. And a hearing.
We
It
don't
was
have
like
to
a half a
earn.
hearing.
That counts.
Does it count as a hearing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
yeah. Full hearing.
Do we get full hearing? Do we get extra pay for that?
No, I doubt that. That's probably enough.